Hey, Phil from Got Memories. I'm having a marathon today. So this is the level of quality control that I go through here. So I did capture this one particular tape and the picture quality is fine. But the one thing when I'm checking it, when I run it back, is the audio. Listen to that. So I'm investigating as to why, checking the cables, checking everything. And then it's not there at the beginning. It is a little bit. No, it's not there at the beginning. You can't hear it. And then all of a sudden it appears. See, look. That could be an audio issue with the camera. But what I did is I checked the tape to the end here where it was going, and I could hear it here. And then I just changed it. I changed the cable out, and then you can barely hear it, or you can't hear anything now. So the same audio clip or same video. Oh my God, my brain is fried. All this stuff. So yeah, you can't hear it anymore. So what I'm doing, it was an hour and a half in, or an hour and a half tape. Now I'm rewinding it, and I'm going to start the whole thing over again because I was not happy with that. No one's going to check that. Like, definitely not all these companies here. Because first of all, they're not even really watching or listening to anything. They don't check anything afterwards. They don't second it against another player. This is why people pay me the big bucks to get this stuff done correctly the first time around, making sure everything is done correctly to a high standard. So anyway, these are just some of the steps that I take, and if anyone has a video transfer company, should be taking themselves. But when you go through all these big, massive corporate behemoth companies with hundreds of employees, it's impossible to be checking this kind of stuff with the volume of tapes that they're doing. My volume is much lower by design. I've reduced my business to one employee from 7 back in the day because it just is a nightmare dealing with all of these tapes, all the players, everything. So I chose a more enjoyable, happier life and happier customers than trying to compete with all this stuff. And that's what you need when you're looking to choose a transfer company, high reviews, and hopefully a YouTube channel, helping people that are trying to do this themselves or other people around the world with their own companies, trying to do better work. And there isn't really a manual out there for this kind of stuff. So I'm just out there, 20 years collective wisdom in this industry, and just trying to make things a little bit better for everyone, because I just see so much crap people are just throwing caution to the wind, and all their tapes go off in these boxes, and it goes off into the abyss, and sometimes they never see it again, but more than likely they get it back 6 months later and it looks like trash, and then they're told that their tapes are bad, or they didn't transfer them at all, and they're telling them that your tapes are gone. They're done. Sorry, you left them in the garage for too long, and people are crying and heartbroken and throwing their tapes in the trash when they're perfectly fine. They've just been run through players that were not maintained and cleaned, and just staff that are collecting a paycheck with zero pride in what they do, because it's just a job. But for single owners like me, that are doing just top quality work and care and conscientiousness and passionate about what they do, there are not many of us out there. But if you would like to get a quote to get your stuff done, gotmemories.com. As I always say, if you're kicking tires, you're looking for the cheapest price, don't waste your time on mine. And I mean that, in the most non-cocky way possible, but some people's expectations of pricing with all this stuff that is done in real time and takes expertise, equipment, and done correctly, yes, the price gets up there, especially if you're doing 30, 40 years worth of stuff in one go. And if you've recorded hundreds of tapes, yes, I didn't hit the record button, you did. So, it's all life's memories, but if this is done correctly, You're doing it one time and done, versus a lot of customers that I deal with now are on 2, 3, 4 attempts to get it clear picture and audio. And that's what I'm all about. If I don't see clear picture and audio perfection, then I'm investigating as to why. Is it the tape? Is the player? Is it all these different factors? So yeah, but if you are looking to do it yourself, all the best. You're going to need many different pieces of equipment. 3 of each format is my own personal advice, because if one tape goes bad, you go, is it the tape? Is it the player? And you've got redundancies to check it against. Even if you've got a second player, you're still thinking, is it? Because that second player could be bad as well, or just had the heads contaminated from a tape that's just flaked off and all that kind of stuff. And you're going to need video cleaning heads, you're going to need tiny little screwdrivers, and you're going to need chamois tips, and you're going to need a whole lot of patience and or a VCR repair guy near you, which those are in short supply. Anyway, all the best to you out there.